Our opening words this morning are on the printer in the office. But I do remember the reason why I chose that reading. It said something like, "We are thankful on this day, we are grateful," and then towards the end of the reading it says, "For puppies and for kittens and for rainbows and for sunshine," to which I was going to use as a launching point to invite a congregational opening words space where we just lifted up things like that we are grateful for. Things like kittens and babies and puppies and rainbows. And what else are you thankful for on this morning? Well, not all at once. If you say it all at once, flowers, I heard. Sunsets. He said, my family. My husband. Poetry. Snow on the line. And the Seahawks winning? Is that what you said? The Seahawks defensive line. Yes. What's that? Your dog, Jasper. What else? She found a really interesting gummy candy recently. Right, yeah, got it. Okay. Garbage service. Yes, Jim. ESPN Plus, so you can watch your granddaughter play volleyball. Yeah, what's up, Sadie? Trees. What else?
Dan Lanning.
People who have helped you move.
Dan Lanning.
Who?
Dan Lanning.
Dan Lanning.
Yeah, coach. He's the Ducks coach.
Oh, he's the Ducks coach. Of course. Sorry. Yeah.
Right. Our minister.
Our minister. All right. What else here? What is it?
Health.
Health. Yes. Grace. Yes. Art shows that happened yesterday. More parking. Oh yeah, we have more parking. Let's just do this for an hour. This is fun. What's up? What's that? The day. Let's hold on that one and just say yes. We are thankful for this very day, and we are thankful you are here. And yes, we are thankful for babies and puppies.
You'll hear the chorus, and we invite you to sing along. And it's always pleasing when you sing in harmony. So the choir members, I expect you to really carry the section.
I've met all the ghosts from my own past. They've seen it all. They say it won't last, but at least now I know. And I might have some time to undo all the hurt and forgive all the wrongs. Tear the gospel of peace. We can all get along. Can I get out of my own way before it's too late? It's a beautiful life that's happening for you. It's a beautiful life. Can't wait to see what you do. It's a beautiful life. Lies give way to truth. It's a beautiful life, and it's all for you. When I look in the mirror, I kind of freak out. I see what time is done. I'm wondering now how long the show will go on before the lights all fade. But it's not fear that grips the back of my mind. It's the gratitude that I've been trying to find. It pour into my heart like blood on white sand. It's a beautiful life that's happening for you. It's a beautiful life. I see what you do. It's a beautiful life when lies give way to truth. It's a beautiful life, and it's all for you. One day it'll end and I'll have to go, and I'll think to myself, what a wonderful show, and how lucky I am to have known you all. All the moments we shared and the love that we gave makes all of it worth it. Makes me want to stay, and it wouldn't be worth much, would it, if it didn't end? It's a beautiful life that's happening for you. It's a beautiful life, I can't wait to see what you do. It's a beautiful life when lies give way to truth. It's a beautiful life, and it's all for you.
Good morning. I'm Marty Rudolph, and I am delighted to welcome you to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Central Oregon. Today we gather together to listen, to sing, to worship, to pray, meditate, maybe nap. Our hearts are alive and secure in knowing that we are welcomed here. Whether we be simple or complicated, fun or serious, happy, sad, maybe a little grumpy, quiet or dramatic, each of us contributes in their way to the beauty of the whole. So welcome all genders, all ages, all incomes, all sexualities, politics, theists, atheists, and agnostics, and spiritual but not religious. May we root ourselves in the values of this faith with love at the center of it all.
Good morning. My name's Nathan Bestel, pronouns he, him, and I'm joined by my good friend Greg Dusenberry, and we'll be lighting the chalice today. So for our chalice lighting, I'm going to read William Stafford's poem entitled Yes. It can happen at any time. Tornado, earthquake, Armageddon. It can happen. Or sunshine, love, salvation. It could, you know. That's why we wake and look out. No guarantees in this life. But some bonuses, like morning, like right now, like noon, like evening. May this light we kindle awaken us to the blessings of this day, this morning, this moment of now we share together. Thank you.
Will you please rise in body or spirit and join us in singing the Spirit of Life?
Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, and giving life the shape of justice.
morning. My name is Amy Brock, and I'm the Director of Religious Exploration for Children and Youth, and it is time for our Time for All Ages. So if you are young or young at heart, I invite you to find your way to the rug for our story this morning.
Good to see all y'all this morning.
So many friends with
We'll
us
just
today.
wait for everybody to get down here.
Yeah, all of our friends came today.
Y'all doing good? Doing well this morning? Amy, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
How are you?
I am not doing great. Frankly. Why? Thank you for asking.
Yeah. We all want to know.
If you will look at my sleeves, do you notice something about my shirt sleeves? What do you notice? They're
Are
what?
you sure that they're long? Somebody said they're long.
That's right.
Are you sure?
They're short. This was my favorite shirt. And now it's my blue flannel shirt that's too small. I kid you not. I put it on yesterday, and it was a shirt that fit. Do you have a shirt that just fits perfect? You love it? You do? Yeah. And when you put it on, you're like, ooh, yeah, it feels good. Well, I thought that was going to happen yesterday, and I put this shirt on, and it felt just a little bit too small. And I thought, why me? God above? Which reminded me of a story. There's this story in the Hebrew scriptures. It's a story about a guy named Job. And so Job, he was a really cool guy. He had like super cool life, had a loving wife, had great health. He had all these animals and everything. He had all kinds of animals, and he was real. He had all the money he wanted, and because he had all these things, not because maybe, but he was really thankful, and for Job, he thanked God. Right? So in Job's understanding, there was a creator named God. And so he would thank God all the time. And in Job's world, God also has this guy who hangs out with him sometimes. His name's the devil. All right? So you got God and the devil, and they're hanging out, and they're watching Job. And Job's down there saying, oh, thank you, God, you're awesome, and all this stuff. And so the devil snickers and says to God, you know what? I think that guy is only thankful and praising you because he's got all the stuff. Because he's got all the donkeys and the oxen, and he's got all the land, and he's rich, and has 10 kids, and 10 kids, right? Hold on, it gets even more strange after this. So he's got 10 kids, and the devil says to God, God was responsible for creating everything, kind of, running the show. And the devil says, yeah, I think it's just because he has all this stuff. And God says, no, he's a very grateful person. And the devil says, what about, let's play a little joke on Job. What do you think? God's like, I'm not sure that sounds like a good idea. For some reason, God goes along with it. And the devil says, all right, I'm gonna take all that stuff away, and I bet that he won't like you anymore. So God says, all right, let's see. I'm up for a good bet. And so the devil comes and he starts a fire, and all of Job's houses burn down, and he loses all of his animals. And at the end of the day, he says, oh, it's okay, God. I'm still thankful for everything that I do have. And the devil says, dang it. I thought I had him. Let me try again. And so he comes back, and he, those 10 kids he has, he makes all those 10 kids go away. All those 10 kids, they're gone. They die. And yeah, what? It's a dramatic story, you all. Don't worry, it gets better. It's okay in the end. So all 10 kids, they're gone. And Job is so sad. And he has nothing now. He's got his wife, and all of his possessions are gone. And you know what he says? He says, you know what? I came into this world naked. I can leave the world naked too. It's all okay. And the devil says, all right, I got one more shot here. What am I going to do? I know, health. That's right, health. We're thankful for our health. And so he makes Job really sick, and Job's like coughing, and he's got all these sores all over him. And he still says, you know what? I thank you, God. And then he starts to say, and this is a lot. This is a lot. Hey, God, I keep praising you, I keep being grateful, but can I get some answers here? To which God says, all right, you're not supposed to ask that, but I'll come down and I'll give you some answers. And God starts talking to Job, and he starts talking the way God talks. He starts talking about life and creation and all this big stuff, to which Job then says, oh yeah, I'm a little in over my head here. I think God might know what's going on more than I know what's going on. I'm a little out of my element, Donnie. And so God then, after Job says to him, you know what? Maybe I should just trust what's going on and just be thankful for what I have. And God says, that's it. That's it. You got it. Just kind of trust and just be grateful as life unfolds. And then, because, God was feeling bad about all the smiting and burning and everything the devil did. And so he gave Job all the stuff back and even more. So he gave him more money and more houses and more animals. And yes, more kids. Yeah. 14 kids that time. And then he went on to live another 140 years. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, right. Talk about health. Why did he need 14 kids? Well, no. He liked kids, right? We like kids. He liked kids. So anyway, this story got me thinking about my shirt this morning when I was shaking my hands at the skies. I thought, you know what? This shirt is now too small, and I don't think I'm ever going to be able to enjoy it in the same way. But then I remembered, I thought it was strange when I bought this shirt. I've never done it before. But I bought the same kind of shirt, but in a different pattern. And I even asked my wife, I said, is this weird to buy the exact same shirt, but just in a different thing, but it fits so well? She said, no, no one's going to notice that, except now you will. And so I remembered, I've got this shirt. And this one is not shrunk. And I'm going to wear this shirt now, and every time I wear it, I'm going to remember the shrunken shirt, but I'm also just going to be grateful. Oh yeah, thanks. I'm going to be grateful every time I wear this shirt in a different kind of way, because, I had this shirt and now it's gone, but I also have this shirt. And so every time I put this shirt on, I'm going to be grateful. So I'm wondering, it makes me wonder, do you all have a favorite toy or stuffed animal? Yes, you do. What? Yeah. Let's hear some. New panda bear. Fantastic. That you got yesterday, yeah.
My giant Lego set.
Giant Lego set. What else? Oh yeah, skateboard counts.
Definitely.
Yep. Oh, right here. You're holding it. Fantastic. What else?
Josefina.
Favorite toy? Yep.
I have a favorite toy stuff. My Stuffy's like a chipmunk with a really long tail.
Okay. Chipmunk with a long tail, Stuffy. And that's your favorite toy, a little princess. And it comes with a giant castle. Yes. And you've got. Okay. And it's in your helmet. Fantastic. Let's hear two more. What's your favorite toy? Favorite toy? Motorcycle. Ooh. All right. Yeah. Your wolf pack? All right. And one more.
This is not about it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, tell me after. Yep, hold that thought. Then one more then. What's?
My skateboard.
Your skateboard. Fantastic. So, now imagine you go home, and it's just not there. You lost it. Oh, right. But you know what? It is there. It is there. So when you go home today and you see your favorite toy, you can just think to yourself, thank goodness I still have this favorite toy. Maybe we'll talk about more toys and stuff.
Yeah, we're definitely going to explore thankfulness, I think, today.
Good.
But before we go, we need to say the Children's Covenant. And I want to remind our 4th through 6th grade grown-ups that you're coming with us today. So 4th through 6th grade grown-ups are coming with us to RE today. All right, let's say our covenant together. In this place, I am kind. In this place, I am loving. In this place, I am a friend to the earth and all animals and people. In this place, I am loved.
Let's go ahead and make the arch for the kids.
As you go, may joy surround you. As you go, go in peace. Know our love is with you always. As you go, as you go, as you go, may joy surround you. As you go, go in peace. Know our love is with you always. As you go, as you go.
Maybe one more time.
As you go, may joy surround you. As you go, go in peace. Know our love is with you always. As you go, as you go.
Good morning, everyone. We have such a full house today. This is so fun. Thank you for coming. My name's Laura Pitney. I'm the engagement coordinator here at UUFCO, and I have today's announcements. So, as I have done previously, I'm going to try to do our announcements in the context of our mission, which is, together we find meaning, celebrate life, and serve the spirit of love and justice in our world. I always love thinking about the announcements through that lens because we do so many things that helps me organize our thinking, my thinking, our thinking. So first of all, let's see. Well, we're finding meaning right now together, I hope, some kind of meaning, right? We're going to celebrate life together, and as I say this, I want to remind us all that all of these things that we do are happening in the context of building a community. We're not just doing these things out and about without knowing one another. So part of all of the things that we do are that we are doing them together and building community. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. You know, I was going to look this up right before I stood up here, but I forgot. But last time I looked, we have over 60 people who are coming here for Thanksgiving. You're invited to join us, and you can sign up for that at the kiosk or through the ACE, which is our weekly newsletter. You can come to that, and then you can also deliver food for Bethlehem Inn. We every year create a big, beautiful meal for our neighbors, and we contribute mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce and all of the things that make us have a big, wonderful meal. We do need people to sign up for that, which you can do again at the kiosk. More Thanksgiving, not just food, but blood. The day, I know, it sounds so weird. We're not eating it, we're giving it. The day after Thanksgiving, sadly, is one of the biggest times that we need blood donor recipient. There's a need for recipients of blood, right? So we need donors. And there is a blood drive happening in this building, and you can sign up for that ahead of time, so you can come at a specific time, and you can contribute blood here. And if you have a question about that, there's a notice on the community bulletin board, which is on the way towards the restrooms. Okay, so that is celebrating life and also serving love and justice, right? Those are like both. Okay, so part of what we do together in order to do these things is we come up with plans internally to make sure that all the things that we're doing adhere to our mission. And we had a big strategic planning meeting here last Saturday. Thank you to the board and to everyone who's participated in that and to all the people who came. If you're curious about it, there are actually printouts of the strategic plan. You can pick one up on your way out of the building, or you can contact me or one of the board. And another thing we need to pull all of this together is leadership. We have many people who lead teams, they lead committees. Maybe you've thought to yourself, I'm interested in leading things, or I lead things, but I don't know if I do it that great, or any of the above. We're having a workshop today. You're welcome to join in. It's right after service. And if you're already signed up, or if you would like to attend and you haven't signed up, just shoot over into that room, Linus Pauling, just as you leave, just to the left. And they will have coffee and snacks in there, and you all will have a wonderful workshop. And let's see, 2 more things. If you're a new member or you'd like to meet some of our new members, our new member corner is still active. Just to the right as you leave the sanctuary, stop by and say hello to our new members, or if you're a new member, drop by to see one another or meet new people. And finally, to do all of this, we need coffee help. We need people to help make coffee, and today especially we need people to drop in and help do the cleanup. So if you have done this before, great, and if you haven't, that's still great. We need 1 to 2 people to drop in right after service to help clean up all of our coffee cups. All right, everyone, thank you very much. I will see you next week.
Today we're talking about the way you can change the way you see everything. If you see the world as full of deficits, you might be saying, I'm not good enough, people don't like me, I'm not so keen, but either is anyone else. And the world is full of hatred, violence, greed, and corruption. Well then, you are likely to have a miserable 70, 90 years here on earth, and you are likely to be insular, self-centered, and lonely. If, on the other hand, you can imagine to make even a slight shift in attitude and see some assets in your life, if you can say to yourself, I've got some great qualities and so do other people. That son of a gun may be a pain in the neck, but he sure is dedicated to a great cause. And the world, in spite of all of its flaws, is filled with beauty, love, courage, and meaning. If you can do all that, well then, my bet is your journey through life is going to be a whole lot more pleasant. And you will be a whole lot more pleasant to be around. I invite you to pay some serious attention to your assets. See if you can't change the way you see everything. And I'll tell you, here at UUFCO, especially at this point in the service, we are always interested in your assets. Even if it only means a little change. In the spirit of a world filled with beauty, love, courage, and meaning, and for the continuing work of this congregation, we will now take the morning offering.
This congregation shares in life together, which means we share in joys and sorrows and gratitudes as we experience life, and sometimes we bring those here and we share them with each other. I'm going to read our written joys and sorrows and gratitudes. These are on our kiosk each week if you'd like to share. And while I'm doing that, if you'd like to light a candle for a joy or a sorrow or gratitude in your own heart, please feel free to do so. All right, Leora Mock shares a gratitude for my retreat at the Yoshadura Ashram in British Columbia. I am blessed to have a workplace that allows me the luxury of time for spiritual nourishment. And if you are new, you might not know that that workplace is here, and you will, because Leora is our office, or our operations manager. Sorry, yeah, we just changed it recently. Yeah, sorry. Is that right? Yeah, operations director. That's right, director. I knew it wasn't right. Director. Operations director. All right, the second one's going to go smoother. Cher Coleman says, thank you to Amy Brock for the delight of putting puppets to story last week. The puppets thank you and are still smiling. And we have a congratulations to Grace Kennedy and the art team for putting together a very successful art sale and celebrating creativity amongst the Unitarian Universalists in the community yesterday. Indeed, this place was abuzz with art. And a gratitude from Annis Henson. Last week, our UUFCO board shared its startup intense work for a new strategic plan. This well-attended and engaged gathering was excellent. Thank you to our board and Scott for such a welcoming process. May the January Sunday congregational meeting find large numbers of us showing up. Indeed, you'll be able to find that in your ACE, and there's also hard copies available in our office as well of the strategic plan. And Ann Wyman offers a gratitude nurtured by love. For the past few years, many of you in this congregation exclaimed to me how busy and involved I am in our fellowship, as if it's a bad thing. And many of you know my definition of busy, and it's not found in this space. I am proclaiming today that I commit to many activities that bring me joy because of the gratitude I have for this loving community. So the next time you feel compelled to tell me how busy I am, just say, "You're so happy." I'm confident that this declarative will reduce the "you are so busy" statements. And please don't give up on finding another day we can meet for some leisure and time together. Thank you, Anne. You are grateful for this community, and we're grateful for you. It's folks like yourself and all the rest of us that make this fellowship run and happen. So we are grateful for the busy and buzzy and happy life of this fellowship.
Will you please join us in singing, "We Give Thanks"? You can stay seated. You can be thankful to sit on this one.
And this is our sung prayer today, and we'll enter into a time of silent meditation after.
We give thanks for the life in the soil. We give thanks for the light from above. We give thanks for this beautiful meal that was gathered here from the light in the soil and seasoned with love. We give thanks for the life in the soil. We give thanks for the light from above. We give thanks for this beautiful meal that was gathered here from the earth and the soil and seasoned with it. Everybody sing now. We give thanks for the life in the soil. We give thanks for the light from above. We give for this beautiful meal that was gathered here from the light in the soil and seasoned with love. Stand up and everybody sing. We give thanks for the light in the soil. We give thanks for the light from above. We give thanks for this beautiful meal that was gathered here, light in the soil and seasoned with love. That was gathered here from the light in the soil and seasoned with love.
So I've got one more gratitude to share, and that is for Chris Patrick's leadership and our house band. So let's do this. Let's thank them again even louder, and then after the noise, we will go straight into our silent meditation. Ready? We're grateful for Chris Patrick and the house band.
Our reading today is by poet and spiritual writer Mark Nepo. We tend to either make what we're going through everything or nothing. It's a seesaw. We make the struggle and fear a descriptor of life, and we get caught in that, and then we project it as being the whole worldview. But it's not the worldview, it's just our experience. So the challenge is open to your heart, to what's happening beyond your part of the moment, to the moment of life everywhere. For instance, I went to see my 94-year-old grandmother and found her sitting on the edge of her bed, feeling very glum. When I asked her what was wrong, she looked at the small window in her room and in Russian accent said, it's a gray day. I immediately looked at the window and saw that it hadn't been cleaned in 6 months. So I said, Grandma, the window's dirty. We'll get it cleaned and I'll take you out into the courtyard. She looked at the window, and with the recognition and humor of someone who'd been here for almost 100 years, she sighed and said, got a dirty eye, see a dirty world.
I can't believe I'm going to do this because it's November 16th. And I personally, everybody can do their own thing, right? No judgment. But I'm a strict, no Christmas stuff at all until December 1st kind of person, right? So, all right, yeah, okay. So maybe there's a little judgment, maybe there is, okay, but And not everybody in my family is, right? So November rolls around and some people start listening to Christmas carols. But in my car, we have a strictly no Christmas carols rule until December 1st, which is frustrating because one of the channels on my presets is one of the channels that now plays Christmas carols. So anyway, I digress. I'm going to talk about some Christmas stories. You'll forgive me. It's a Beautiful Life. I almost assume everyone has seen, or at least knows about this Frank Capra movie that is on every single year on Christmas Eve. Every single year, that's one of my traditions. I leave here from our Christmas Eve service, I go home, hang out with the kids a little bit, ask more presents, and I put It's a Wonderful Life on the TV, and I come back to it over and over again every single year because the message is so beautiful. It's a beautiful life. And in this movie, George gets shown what his life would be like by Clarence the angel. Like, he's sitting up on a bridge, about to throw himself off, and Clarence says, well, let me just show you, let me offer you some perspective on what the world would look like if you weren't in it. And if you haven't seen it, plug your ears, spoiler alert. All right, so by the end of this movie, this classic movie that exists over time, it was a flop at first, but it has a new life because of its message. At the end of the movie, George Bailey sees with new eyes to see and new ears to hear what his life is. And did you know that this story, It's a Beautiful Life, was adapted from a novella called The Greatest Gift? And the novella was based on Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. The same message in all three. What would it, let me just give you some perspective. What would the world be like? What if you were drawn out of your own world? It all could have been otherwise, but it's not. This is your life. This is your hard life. But this is your beautiful life. And the movie, and the novella, and A Christmas Carol remind us of that. It reminds us that it all could have been otherwise. Jane Kenyon, in her poem, reminds us this as well. Otherwise. I got out of bed on 2 strong legs. It might have been otherwise. I ate cereal, sweet milk, ripe, flawless peach. It might have been otherwise. I took the dog uphill to the birchwood. All morning I did the work of love. At noon I lay down with my mate. It might have been otherwise. We ate dinner together at a table with silver candlesticks. It might have been otherwise. I slept in a bed in a room with paintings on the walls and planned another day just like this day. But one day I know it will be otherwise. The poem reminds us to stop and just look around at this very day. At this day. And it invites us to think about how it might have been otherwise. Another way of saying, look around and count your blessings. It might have been otherwise. Now, this isn't inviting you to just catastrophize all the time and think, how much worse could life be? And yet, this sermon is inviting you to catastrophize a little bit and imagine how much worse it could be. I asked a friend when I was thinking about this service, I said, is this too morbid to talk about? To have people think about how it could be worse? And the person, without fail, said, oh no, I do that every day. but not in a morbid way. But she said, when I get up, I look down at my legs, and I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm a dancer, and it could be otherwise. And one day, it will be. So yeah, sometimes it's good to think, even though things are hard, it could be worse. So then it makes us think, if it could be worse, then what is good right now? What is good in our life that we can claim, celebrate? The mundane, the cereal, as the poet reminds us, the cereal can be wonderful on this very day, because it could be otherwise. And the reality is, we know it could be otherwise, because all of us have had moments in our life where our foundation has been shaken to the core, where all of a sudden, unexpectedly, something happened that hurt, that shifted your life, turned it on its head, and you were facing a new reality. Every single person in this room has had this experience of life moving along, and then something happens. Something bad happens. And so we might be tempted to shake our fists at the sky like Job and say, why me? Why me? But the truth is, it's all of us. It happens to all of us. You're not singled out in the way that Job was, which was, to be honest, a little unfair. This book of Job has puzzled and treated theologians over the years and centuries and millennia. It is easily one of the most known books in the Hebrew Scriptures and the Christian Bible. This guy, for whom everything is going great, gets picked on by God and the devil, just to test him. But all of us can relate to this in some way, because we, at some point in our life, have thought, why me? Why me? Why is this my plight? Why is this my burden to carry? And some of us find answers for this, maybe. This question remains, though. And the text, it remains. God comes down, and he doesn't answer the question. He doesn't tell Job why. He just says, I'm God. I'm God. That's it. And then Job appropriately says, oh, yeah, that's right. You're God. All right. Yep. And then God rewards him. So that was a nice surprise ending for Job. So there's beauty, and there's questions in this ancient text, but not a definitive answer, which makes sense, doesn't it? Because the question of why do bad things happen to good people, as Harold Kushner, the rabbi, once asked, why do bad things happen to good people? This question of evil in the world, of theodicy, as it is known in theological circles. Where did evil come from? What do we do with the fact that it exists? In our Claiming Your Beliefs class, we kept coming back to this question over and over as people were trying to discern their own personal credo statement of belief. And the question of good and evil was one that showed up every single week. Where did evil come from? Is God responsible for it? The ones that say yes to that, who would think God is omnipotent, would then say, well, then God is in control of everything, the good and the bad, the evil. In the Archibald MacLeish play about Job called J.B., he writes, if God is good, he is not God. If God is God, then he is not good. In all three of the major religions based on the book, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, they say that evil is the response to some initial fall in which the story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden and consciousness is chosen and then befalls humanity. Some people would say that evil comes because humans have free will, right? Like if we can make choices, then we can make good choices, and we can make bad choices, and so can other people as well. There are some that say it's just natural law. That's the way it goes. You know, if you look at the natural world around us, things are born and things die. It is the process and the way of the world. The Hindu scriptures echo this, with Shiva being a god that creates and destroys, and the Hindu god Kali being the goddess of destruction. And Buddhism would just say, yeah, suffering. Yeah, life's hard. So the sooner we just recognize that and let go of the desire to have it not be that way, the more peace of mind we will find. I don't know how you answer that question. Each person in our Claiming Your Beliefs class was challenged to do just that, or to say a good and hearty, I don't know, which is also okay. This idea of evil and bad things happening to us in the world is undeniable, though. And it is nice and tempting to believe, right? Like that idea of the devil, some personified evil that just does the bad stuff. This large dramatic picture of good and evil as two forces fighting. But I don't know that I believe in the red, pointy, horned, tailed, spear-holding devil. Trident? He holds a trident, doesn't he? But we struggle with this. We struggle with the question of bad things happening. And they do. And they do. And yet, we can come into a place like this on Sunday morning and list off things. I had to stop you. We could have gone all day long amongst all the evil in the world, amongst all the bad things happening. We can come in here and rattle off all kinds of things that we're grateful for. We can hold the two at the same time, and thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for gratitude.
Thanks, Scott. Something I love about gratitude is that it's a practice, and it's something I can think in my head, but it's also a feeling that I can experience in my heart. And gratitude feels amazing. So while we perform this, I invite you to think about what you're grateful for, and also feel gratitude in your heart. I've got to be thankful because I know someone lost their lives today. And so every moment I endeavor to live life the righteous way, to serve with a sense of purpose and let love light the way. Even if I died today, that's just the price I pay. Just know I try to be kind and seek the divine every night and day. Gratitude for the sunrise. Gratitude for the sunshine. Gratitude for the moonlight. Every day feels like a new life, especially when I meditate. Take a breath and then I elevate. Everything deserves gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. Gratitude is the fruit of life, the nourishment of the soul when there's no food in sight. When your vibrations are low and you feel blue inside, gratitude is the attitude that gets you through the night. Never believe in lack of limitations. Anything can be manifested with a little appreciation. I appreciate my life. Ashe. I appreciate my breath. Ashe. I appreciate my sight. Ashe. Gratitude for my health. Ashe. Gratitude is the happiest mood. Even if I happen to lose, everything deserves gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind full of peace. That's how we should live. That's how we should be. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind full of peace. That's how we should love.
how we stay free. 2026 AD, I just want to make love. I just want to make peace. I just want to stay free. 2026 AD, I just want to make love. I just want to make peace. I just want to stay free. Gratitude, that's my everyday. Attitude, gratitude, that's my everyday. Attitude, gratitude.
Thank you, Jeff. Gratitude as an attitude, like a change in your perception and like how you're perceiving life. And whenever I start hearing myself or someone else getting close to the, make life gives you lemons, make lemonade thing, it's dangerous territory. And yet, I like lemonade. Lemonade's good. And there are all kinds of things to be grateful for if we look around. For example, I always like to offer Kim the chance to sign how grateful this congregation is for her abilities and her gifts of offering ASL to us week after week. We are so grateful. Yeah. Thank goodness that we can find an attitude of gratitude. And we can find places to ground in it. Because, the world's dark. It's hard. It can be horrible. It can be violent. It can hurt. All these things are true. Perhaps one of the most profound places this is found in human literature is in Viktor Frankl's A Man's Search for Meaning. He describes life in concentration camps, the humiliation, the violence, the constant presence of death right there next to them. And it astonishes readers time and time again that even within that space, Viktor Frankl is able to insist that a small flame of human freedom remained in him. The ability of Viktor Frankl to find some attitude of gratitude, of meaning in that place. He says to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. He tells stories of people who shared their last piece of bread, who comforted others, and who, while all this suffering was happening around them, still chose kindness. So he doesn't say suffering is good, of course not. But he says if life has meaning at all, then it must have meaning even amongst the suffering. And it does. It does. This sense of meaning and gratitude is just intertwined in everything, even amidst the suffering. We can still choose our own way. And it's hard sometimes to choose that way. And that's why we need each other sometimes to help us choose that way, time and time again, to remind us of the possibilities of what love looks like, about what the world can be. If the story of Job offers this cosmic joke on Job, and it leaves the question hanging, how could this happen? If that's the cosmic joke, perhaps the punchline is yes. This. Now. Today. Back at our Credo class, we asked the question once, what would you do if you knew you only had one more day, 24 more hours, and then it's done? What would you do? Really ask yourself, like, what would you do if you knew? And that day is today. I'm not saying you're going to die tomorrow. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're not going to die tomorrow. Well, I don't know. Maybe you're going to. I don't know. But that idea that this life is precious, it's finite, and it is here, and it is now, and with each other's help, we can choose our own way. And for all of us, may that way be one of gratitude. One more precious day of this life that seems like it will go on forever. Because in your own personal experience, that's what it's done so far. But we do know that, as the poet said, someday it will be otherwise. So I turn to Thich Nhat Hanh when I need a little help with this. Thich Nhat Hanh, the Vietnamese Buddhist monk, offered us this tiny little secret. He says, if you just turn the corners of your mouth up just a little bit into a small little smile, look and feel and see what happens if you don't find yourself feeling a little more grateful, a little more joyous. Just like that. Just with each other. Because one day, for all of us, hopefully not tomorrow, it will be otherwise. Maybe so.
Two things. I'm especially grateful for our gentle people back at the AV desk, Lith and Leo. They make this happen too. And the other thing is, I'm grateful for the person that purchased the auction item of, I get to pick one hymn per month. And so this hymn was chosen by that person. And I invite you to stand and fill your lungs with air and sing along with us.
My life flows on in endless song of Bobby's lamentation. I hear the real, though far off hymn that hails a new creation. Through all the tumult and the strife, I hear the music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? What though the tempest round me roars? I know the truth it liveth. What though the darkness round me close? Songs in the night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm singing. Since love prevails in heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing? When tyrants tremble as they hear the bells of freedom ringing, when friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? To prison cell and vile, our thoughts to them are clinging, since love prevailed on undefiled. How can I keep from singing? Sing the first verse again. My love flows on in endless song, above earth's lamentation. I hear the real, though far off hymn, that hails a new beginning. Through all the tumult and the strife, I hear the music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing?
Ever so grateful to have Debbie offering our gifts week after week.
As Reverend Scott extinguishes our chalice, please join me in reciting our UU covenant. Love is the spirit of this fellowship, and service is its law. This is our covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
There can be no doubt, as we have all experienced, that the world can be a harsh and hard place. Another poet, Adam Chehosky, writes, "Try to praise the mutilated world." It's true. Try to praise, because yes, it's hard.